as we have discussed, the Harappan culture was well developed in its time. As we have discussed that they were using bricks. Then the city, that was well planned city, rather I should call cities, because so many cities or sites are found. Say for example in Gujarat, Lothal, then Maharashtra, Daimabad is the place. Then in case of Sindh territory that belongs to Punjab, that belongs to Pakistan, that Mohenjo-daro, so many sites and so many cities were discovered. Out of that, Mohenjo-daro is supposed to be the largest city, where approximately 35,000 population was there. That city was well planned city. The roads were crossing in right angle way. The buildings were distributed. It was something like a grid or array of roads we can able to find out in Mohenjo-daro. What is the most advanced thing? That underground drainage system. This is the peculiarity. That means cleanness is supposed to be there, and Indians were so advanced in that days also. We should admit that thing. Say for example, in case of Mumbai, till 1860, in British rule, no drainage system was there. And what we are discussing, that is somewhere 1900 BC and 2800. What we are discussing, that is 1900 BC to 2800 BC. In that period, this Mohenjo-daro was having fantastic drainage system. Another important feature, that is public bath or common bath, which is observed, and a huge granary beside this public bath. Many seals are found in this region. Similar seals we obtained from Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is this Iraq portion. Just we have to move westwards, where Bahrain is there, Iraq is there. In that region also we found out certain seals which are similar to the seals obtained in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. The Lothal, here is the Lothal, near Ahmedabad. So this Lothal is having dock. The well constructed dock was observed over here. So obviously this Mohenjo-daro culture or Harappa culture, that was supposed to be a commercial or merchant like structure should be there. The economy should be based on trading. No doubt the base of economy, as we are getting several stock homes here, the farming was essential. Surprised to know wheat and barley, they are cultivated product over there. Then oil seeds, that is mustard, they are also obtained. We got the evidences that these seeds were used in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Now, this is the evidence that Indians were well advanced in farming. Many outsiders, the historian, they are saying the script was not known for India. But this is not true. As Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, everywhere whatever seals are obtained, they are having some script written on it. It is our fault that we are not able to read that. Some experts, they are saying the script is in different form. Say for example, whenever we are writing, basically English, we are writing from left to right. The Arabic, they are writing from right to left. Kharoshtri is ancient Indian script, predominantly from Iran dominated area of India. That Kharoshtri script is found, that is also from right to left. Whereas this script probably is like this. We have to go from left to right, then again right to left, again left to right, again right to left. Like that, this style of writing is called as Bosch-Tropedon writing. So this is Bosch-Tropedon writing style, may be there. Anyway, but we are not having much knowledge about their religion. Many people are not ready to accept this culture as Hindu culture. say predominantly this area around Indus, that is Hindu dominated. Now it is not, but in old days the religion was originated over here. Vedic religion was originated over here, supposed to be. And still, the historians, they are not believing that this is Hindu religion or Vedic religion. They are saying, okay, some primitive or precursor type of Hindu religion is obtained over here. But they are not ready to say this religion is Hindu. No doubt, certain cone-shaped stones are found, like Shiva Linga. But they are not ready to accept them as Shiva Linga. Then certain seals, that is Pashupatinath. Like that seals we obtained. What is Pashupatinath? The goddess of animal or god of animal. So some person is sitting under a tree and animals are there. Like that seals are obtained. This is no doubt the Pashupatinath, that means Shankar. But they are not ready to accept them as Hindu religion. Whenever the script is decoded, then we are able to claim certainly that what is the religion. May be possible the Hindu religion or Vedic religion is obtained in different form. It is not necessary that time to time, say for example, today we can find that many people from Mumbai, they are worshipping Sai Baba. But before 200 years, this was not case. Certain saints and the way the saints are prayed was not, and therefore we should not say that religion is exactly as it is. But historians accept the fact that the roots or certain facts of Hindu religion must be obtained over there. This is the precursor or primitive form of Hinduism. Like that they are able to accept, say for example, the importance of bathing in Hindu culture or Vedic culture. And here we are getting public bath. Then importance of cleanness, and whatever the cleanness is obtained over here. Then certain classification. Say for example, the organization of house, the central part, that is the governor and government part. Then there is periphery, less important people are staying over there. Again on that periphery, still less important people are staying over there. Like that house arrangement is there. But what is the common fact? Whatever the house, every house is having bathroom. So this shows the importance of bathing. And so we can say about these people that they were Hindus or the ancestor of Hindu. At least we can say that way, that they were ancestors of Hindus. Anyway, so this is about Mohenjo-daro and Harappa culture. Exactly what political organization was there, we are not able to say. Why these cities were destroyed or abandoned, that is also not known clearly. We can only guess that certain people are saying because of invention of Aryan, this problem was there, but no evidence is there, because the last, that was around 1900 BC, that means nearly 4000 years ago, this city was destroyed, whereas according to historians, Aryan invasion was there around 3000 years ago, and therefore this is not matching one. Whereas so many other facts, say for example, this is the region where river Indus is flowing on plain. A minor earthquake or major flood in this Himalayan region, that can change out path of river. It is quite possible that because of change of path of river, the cities were destroyed. Chances are there. Again, certain historians are giving fact, like we are marking out centers over here, and we are getting some centers like this. In this region, we are getting certain centers of this. If you join this line, probably this is line of Saraswati river. So now it is not river, not present over there. That means because of drying of river Saraswati, the culture may disappear. No doubt, it is true that whatever this territory is like desert today. But this is not like that before 3000 or 4000 years. So, probable reasons are change in nature, then decreasing importance of certain cities, or threat of foreign invasion. Anything is there. Because of that, this structure and these civilizations lost out. One more probability that they may have changed into different society, whatever is today. Anyway, so this great culture was there in India, and ultimately now it is not there. We are having probable reason that they are converted into today's Indians. This is one of the probable reason. They have abandoned the cities, but people were there. It is not necessary that all people died at a time. So they are just shift out from the area, or rather we can say they are just shift out from that particular city and may have constructed another city beside that. So this is also possible. Now this is all prehistoric period. Now the favorite theory about Indians, that is the, now let us start discussing about Aryan problem. Why it is called as Aryan problem? Because in certain books they are mentioning that Aryans were outsiders. Especially this is the region where the homeland of Aryans, as they are saying, and from that two clans get separated. One get entered in Iran, and from Iran via Afghanistan they entered in India. Another clan went to Europe. So like that, the concept is there. The concept is based on certain facts, that number one, the similarity in languages. You may say, what is the similarity in language? Whether English, Sanskrit, Hindi, Marathi, these languages are having any similarity or not? The answer is yes. The words are just reformed. There is tremendous similarity in these languages. Let us check out the word, Sanskrit word, pitru. When we are using that word, the forms are there. One of the form is pita. This is somewhat similar to father. Similarly, Sanskrit word, matru, that is the mother. Say, I am again revising matru. But when we are working out, it is termed as matar. The same way in English, in Irani language, it is termed as mother. In English, it is termed as mother. So there is similarities between these languages. Bhratru. In Persian language, it is called as biradar. English, it is called as brother. So Bhratru, biradar and brother. So similarities of words. Just try to write down certain words. Just spell out. Tripad. You have to write in English. Just try to write tripad word. It can be spelled as this way, three. The meaning is exact same. Whatever in English, we are calling this as tripod. So there is only difference of A and O. So like that differences are there. So this is the similarity. Tripad means having three legs. Tripod having three legs. Many times we are using, in biology also, we are using this type of word. That poda, Sanskrit word pad, having similarity. Many changes or reforms are there. Say for example, the sound of S. This is pronounced differently in different way. Say for example, in Sanskrit we are pronouncing this as sa. But in old Iranian language, that is Persian language, we are using this word. But this is pronounced something like H. So instead of sa, we are pronouncing ha over there. Now is it fact? Answer yes. You can check out certain words. Just replace out S by H. In English also we are using this way. Say for example, semisphere. But we are not saying semisphere, we are saying hemisphere. So sa is replaced by ha. In try to recollect our alkanes, the 7-member alkane, 7 carbon member alkane, the name is heptane. Just replace out H by S. You are getting septane. Sapta, Sanskrit word is there. Same way, one disease is there, that is called as herpes. Replace H by S, it comes as serpes. So that is having snake-like character, so it is called as serpes, but actually pronounced as herpes. In many Indian languages also, we are changing out the pronunciation. Say for example, Saptah, Sanskrit word. In Hindi we are calling as Hapta. So sa is replaced by ha. So like that, changes are there. If you are just changing out the word S and H, then you are getting different words, but the meaning is same. Say for example, in old days, in this region of Iran, that is called as Pars. In old days, this region was called as Pars. One kingdom was there, that is called as Achaemenid kingdom or Achaemenid empire. In Greek language, they are using this word as Achaemenid empire. The original word is not Achaemenid. Their original word is Hakamani empire. So in what way they are spelling out? They are Hakamani empire. What is the meaning of that? They are saying the friend of mine is the meaning. Now you are saying Hakamani and we are calling as friends of mine. But just replace this H by S. You are getting Sanskrit meaning. The Sakha, that is the friend, and money of mind. So this is Sanskrit word. Only certain forms are changed, that sa and ha. Same way, ya and ja. The pronunciation, what we are to say, Yamuna or Jamuna, Jerusalem or Jerusalem, Jesus or Yeshu. So like that there is difference in pronunciation of Y and J. Many names, Christian names, whatever we are calling, John. What is the spelling of John? Just try to write down. You will find that spelling of John we are writing as John. Where is the question of H over here? Then we are saying H is silent. No, actually the spelling is Johann. But Y is pronounced as J and some abbreviations are carried out. So try to find out different words. You will find that English, then Persian, Sanskrit, these languages are having tremendous similarity. This similarity is based that some primitive people are common for all of these nations, and then the concept of Aryan were introduced over there. This, with particular to India, this concept was originated by British person. Actually he was German. Name is Max Muller. At the age of 25, this Max Muller came to India just to study out what is the Indian culture. Initially he was of that opinion that everything is there in Bible. But later on, he was greatly impressed when he studied Upanishad, Ved and all that, because he first studied out Sanskrit language and then this Ved, Upanishad, Puran. He was greatly impressed by this Upanishad and Ved, and ultimately he thought in this way that these people are slave people. British slaves are there, and how such rich text is available with these people. Some foreigner must have invaded and this rich text should be given over there. So this is the way he had think, and ultimately he concluded that some foreign people, most probably he gave name as Aryan. So Aryan must have entered in India and then this culture spread over here. Certain evidences are given, like we have discussed just now about Mohenjo-daro and Hadappa. In Mohenjo-daro, we got certain funeral system. In that, the dead bodies are buried instead of burning out. And some 5 dead bodies were recovered. The skeletons were recovered. And to surprise to know that out of that 5 skeletons, 3 skeletons were having resemblance with South Indian people, Tamil people. That means Dravidian class. And 2 bodies are having resemblance with Mongol people. Mongol means that nation which is north side of China. That Chinese style looking people. So 2 skeletons of Mongol people and 3 skeletons of Dravidian nature. That means this is the site of Mohenjo-daro. Then here the skeleton must resemble to whatever people they are staying over there today. but they are not having resemblance with the people today. They are having resemblance with some other part of the world. That means the natives of this culture were different, and then other people must have entered. These other people are Aryan people. So this is the basics, that Aryan were coming outside from India. The first given that about the language similarity. Then second clue is given that whatever the skeletons are there, they are not matching. Then the look of North Indian person and South Indian person. It's a color of skin that differs from Kashmir. They are pinkish white, to Tamil Nadu almost black. This is general. We should not say that outsiders must have come. The skin color predominantly depending upon the atmosphere, the climate, the intensity of sun rays, like that, and race also. They are acting on the way that only race. Now, if you are going to study of history detail, then you will able to know that no, this type of Aryan invention is not there. Certain evidences we are going to discuss. Now, number one, that India was not only invaded by Aryans. Suppose we are saying invaded by Aryans, then it is not only invaded by Aryans. Several outsiders, say for example Greek people. At time of Alexander, Greeks invaded India, they were European. Then it was invaded by Seleucus Nicator, badly defeated by Chandragupta Maurya. But after that, the Menander, Demetrius, and so many other Greek kings tried to invade India. Later on, the Scythian attack, these Greeks entered in India and get assimilated in India. They accepted Hinduism, Buddhism, and they get mixed over Indian people. Now obviously they are coming out from Khyber Pass. That means in northwest region they are coming out and they are settling out over here. If this is the settlement, then dominant, obviously they are mixed out. So their characters are dominant over there. Then Scythians. Scythians are from this region, from Europe to China. Whatever the steppes are there, steppes means the grassland. From that, these people entered. Their name from Greek language they are called as Scythians. Whereas from Sanskrit language we are calling them as Shak. So, Sak or Shak. So these people, they invaded the part territory and they stayed over here for nearly 4 centuries and they mixed out over there. Therefore, the genetically, whatever Mohenjo-daro, Harappa people were there, they are different, and later on whatever these invaded, then Kushan or Yuchi, after that Mongols, that is Hun, like that several invasions were there, and particularly all invaders came from this particular region, and so it appears that facing of these people are different from facing of other Indian part. This is one of the reasons that mix. As we have discussed, that Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, all these centers are trading centers. In one part, we are saying that the seals of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, they found over here, Mesopotamia, that is Iraq, then part of Bahrain, then Yemen. Everywhere we got seals. That means this culture is trading culture. Obviously, trading is carried out both ways. This is not necessary that only these people are going over there. These people might have come over his area, they are coming over here. Then obviously by passing out this Hindu Kush mountain, there is Central Asia. So Central Asian also came over here. Then what about South Indian? South Indian people may have come over here. If trading culture is there, then it is possible, and everywhere the systems are different. As we are saying that suppose particular person from Mongolia must have died over there, then in old days it is not possible. It was not possible for them to carry out dead body till Mongolia. So the funeral system might have carried out there. So this is the reason that skeletons are not matching. Means purely the skeletons or the people who were there, they were definitely outsider. As the trade culture is there. Now you can observe today also. If you are visiting London, then everybody from London is not from Britain. From different part of world people are visiting London. Same way in Mumbai. So many outsiders are coming over Mumbai. So it is not necessary that trading culture is there, that means all people must belong to that particular territory. This is the reason that skeletons were not matching with today's. And in suppose we are saying that tradition was Hindu tradition, then funeral system, in case of Hindus, we are not keeping any bone also, just we are giving fire, and so there is no evidence of person over here. In today also, in certain Hindus, the funeral system is not by fire. Different funeral systems are practiced out. Suppose a yogi person is there, then he is not fired. We have to keep it in lotus posture, underground. That is the way we are carrying out funeral. So this is not necessary that every person from Mohenjo-daro and Harappa must have kept in graveyard. Maybe possible few other must have burnt over there. Now what are the facts that supports that Aryans are not outsider or were not outsider, they are here only? Number one, what is the oldest book on this earth? Today we are believing that is Rigveda. In Rigveda, one verse, that is shlok is there, that is Krudvanto Vishwam Aryam. The meaning is that let us make this world Aryan. So I am revising again. Let us make this world Aryan. They are not saying let us spread out Aryans everywhere in the world. We have to make this world Aryan. The meaning of Aryan is here clear, that is gentleman, a noble person. This is the meaning of this phrase over here. Now, if the Aryan were outsiders and they invade India, then they must have said we have to spread out Aryan people everywhere. So this is first evidence. In case of Buddhism, whatever Lord Gautam Buddha says, 4 noble truths, that is in English, but original words Arya Satya. What is the meaning of Arya Satya here? Arya means noble, Satya means truth. So this is the evidence that even Gautam Buddha, 600 BC, around 600 BC, he is not using Arya word as racial word. He is using that as noble. Otherwise he should use some different word. Why he should use Arya Satya? That means noble truth. Okay. These Arya Satya are not giving any idea about Arya noble truth. The noble truth they are given as dukkha, that is sorrow. The reason of dukkha, the reason of sorrow, that is desire. Third thing, to live out this desire. And dukkha nirodha gamini pratipada, that means desire to live out this sorrow and following right path for this purpose. So like that they are mentioned. Nothing is mentioned about Aryan race, and still name is Arya Satya. So probably we can say that in old days our ancestors, in order to Krudvanto Vishwam Aryam, must have spread all over the parts of world. They have cultured the other people, because evidences are there that till 8th century BC, the majority part of world were nomadic tribes. They are wandering here and there homeless. And we are the people were settled down. Evidence, simple Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, that is the evidence for that we were using bricks for constructing our house, and we are having stable mode of living. So these people must have spread all over the parts of world and spread out this called as Aryan, and then this word remained over there, so that Hitler also says German people are true Aryan. So like that concepts are there. The probable reason is like this. Anyway, whatever given in book that you have to follow. Now we are having some evidences that genetical proof is also not valid. The genetically these clans are different, and therefore we have to say that no such Aryan invasion was there. But whatever the evidences are there, accordingly we have to go that in case of Rigveda, the area given of this Rigveda, that some people say that Sapta Sindhu. Which are the Sapta Sindhu? One is the river Sindhu, that is Indus River. Then 5 rivers other from Punjab. Keep in mind sequence: Jhelum, Satluj, Ravi, Chenab, Beas. 5 rivers from this Punjab. Jhelum, this is now today's name of this river. In old days, this river was called as Vitasta river. Second, Satluj, Shatadru. Third, Beas, Vyas. Then Chenab, Chandrabhaga. And Ravi, I don't know this name of that. So like that, 5 rivers are there from Punjab. 6th river, that is Indus. There is doubt of 7th river. Because as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa culture also suggests here that some linear propagation of the cities. That means there is 7th river, that must be Saraswati, whatever mentioned over here. So this is the probably bed of Saraswati river from Rajasthan region, or third desert or Indian Great Desert. From that this river is flowing, so Saraswati. This is the region where Rigved, the hymns in Rigved are constructed. Some people are saying that region is in North Pole or around the North Pole, because Usha and Nisha. Usha means time before sunrise. Nisha just after sunrise. They are mentioned for longer period in Rigved. And from this northern region, that 66.5 north onwards, these facts are observed for longer period, and therefore this must have constructed in northern pole or polar region. So like that concepts are going on. Anyway, we can say the constructor might have observed that part from there. It is not necessary that all Aryans must be settled over North Pole and then they come to South. So this is something problematic part. That's why we are calling as Aryan problem, because both the way views are there. Ultimately what and which view you are preferring out, that is your question. The oldest book, that is Rigved, the group of Rucha, used for yajna, that is sacrifice purpose. The second book, that is the first book for music given, that is Samaveda. Whatever the hymns are given in Rigved and Yajurved, we have to sing in professional and particular way. So that is given in Samaveda. Third one is Yajurveda. And fourth one, that is for use of common people, that is called as Atharva Veda. More properly, it is called as Atharva Angirasa. The Atharva Rishi and Angirasa Rishi. These both are the called as philosopher of this Ved. So Atharva Angiras or Atharva Ved. Ayurveda, many people are saying it is 5th Ved. No, this is 4th Ved only. Ayurveda is part of Atharva Ved. So these 4 Veds are there for Vedic society. I am revising: Rigved, Yajurved, Samaved and Atharva Ved. Sequentially, Rigved, Samaved, Yajurved and Atharva Ved, 4 Veds are there. No doubt that earlier Vedic literature was compact. They get separated according to subject by Maharshi Vyas. Again, there is debate that Vyas is name of Rishi, or the meaning of Vyas is organizer, the composer. Moreover, the composer in Sanskrit, composer is called as Vyas. Therefore, whenever we are describing stage in Sanskrit, stage is described as Vyasapitha. That means the place where composition is carried out. So this is the way. So Vyas is name of Rishi or Vyas is name of compositor. We don't know. Debate is going on. So this way Vedic society was formed. The 4 Ved is basics of the religion. They were not idolaters. Idolatry, that is the making of idol and worshipping them, this was not observed. But instead of that, some natural deities were there. No doubt Indra was the most favorite deity of these people, because the Indra is the one who protects them from other. After that, the Upanishad, the whatever the meaning of Ved, actually Vedic Sanskrit is something different. Whatever today we are practicing Sanskrit, that is different, that is Laukik Sanskrit. Whereas Vedic Sanskrit and Laukik Sanskrit, they are going to be different. You are able to understand Laukik Sanskrit easily if you are natives of North India. Similar words are there, but Vedic Sanskrit is really difficult to understand. And again, that language part, that Vedic Sanskrit is having close resemblance with language spoken in old Iran, that is called as Avesta language. So this is having similarity with Avesta language here, and therefore Vedic Sanskrit is different. Upanishad, they are explaining the meaning of Ved. Just I have to clarify this doubt. This is no doubt, this is regarding to our syllabus. But this is called as Brahma Vakya, the most important sentence or truth-giving sentence. The first sentence given from Upanishad, that is Aham Brahmasmi. That means I am the Brahma. Overlord of the world is I am. Now this is translation, Aham Brahmasmi. But in order to understand the concept, it is very different and difficult. So many people are just discussing about this. What is the meaning of that? Aham Brahmasmi. Tat Tvamasi. I am Atma Brahma. Like that sentences are there. And we are having a lot of discussion. And again, we are saying that these sentences you have to experience. This is not the school that we are going to teach out the meaning of. In case of Upanishad, these type of sentences and their meanings are explained with different idea. The simple stories are given and the importance of certain facts are clarified. The Vedic society was having importance in sacrifice, that is yajna. This was carrying out certain rituals at particular time, and some believe still today that there is power. Like whenever World Cup cricket matches are there, we are carrying out sacrifices. Okay, our cricketers already carrying out sacrifices, but our people, they are also carrying out this type of yajna. Why? To get that World Cup. So like that, today also Indians believe in this theory. So old Indians were definitely believing in this theory about yajna. The assumption is that Agni, that means fire, that is the connecting link between this world and superior, that means Swarga, heaven. The connecting link is fire. So we are calling this fire as holy fire. Same way, the Zoroastrian people, that is natives of Iran, they are also having importance of fire. So this is similarity, and that's why many people are saying that Iran is Aryastan. The word is reformed as Iran, but originally this word should be Aryastan, and from that Aryan people must have entered in India. So like that theories again and again they are giving. Anyway, come to point again. So fire was having very importance in old days. Particularly today also we are having importance. But today we can generate fire as per our requirement. In old days this facility was not there, and therefore fire was considered as very much important in old days also. Now in Vedic society, the class system was not there. We are not having that strong evidence that Vedic society was having class system or caste system. In later Vedic period, these systems derived. Yeah, it is true that certain classes were there, like Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. 4 classes were there, but they were not strong, rigid. No. Say for example, we have clear-cut idea, evidences. Dronacharya, he was, according to our epic Mahabharata, Dronacharya was Brahman caste. But he carried out, or he accepted a Kshatriya dharma, that is accepted the second community, that is Kshatriya, and he behaved like Kshatriya. Nobody challenged him. Same way, suppose we have to find out, we are getting several evidences. Parshuram, son of Jamadagni. Jamadagni was Brahman. Why Brahman? According to today's mechanism, no. But in old mechanism, he was called as Brahman. His wife was from Kshatriya. Still Parshuram is called as Brahman. Jamadagni, father's name Angiras. He was Brahman, but his wife was Kshatriya. And still Jamadagni was called as Kshatriya, Brahman. Parshuram was called as Brahman. So intercaste marriages was predominant in that day. The evidences are showing like that. Yayati, the name of again one king from epic, the name is Yayati. He was from Kshatriya clan, whereas his wife Devayani from Brahman. Again, that father of Devayani, Shukracharya, he was guru of Asur people. Again, what is Asur? Debatable part. But the people of Assyria, that is from Iraq, west part of Iraq, that is called as Assyria, they were called as Asur. The kings, they are having name like Asur Nisar Pal, Asur Bani Pal, Asur Mahi Pal. We are having statues of these Asurs. Some statues are placed in Paris also. So this is the evidence that Asur is not something like imaginary or ghost-like part. Asurs were really existing, and these Asurs may have coming from this sea and carrying out war with the Indian people. So Shukracharya was considered as guru of Asur, whereas Devayani was his daughter. She married with Yayati. So many times we are having evidences that no rigid class system was there. Obviously, class system was there, but rigidity, like today we observe, this type of rigidity was not there. The government, most probably, the government must be of republic style. That's why we are calling them as Janapada. That means people's government. Then Mahajanapada. Don't call it Mahajanpad. We have to call it Mahajanapada. The great republics in Buddhist literature, they are mentioning some about 16 Mahajanapada present in India. That is from Gandhar. Gandhar means the eastern part of Afghanistan. From Gandhar to Magadh and till south side Vidarbha. Maharashtra region is called as Ashmak. So Ashmak, Vidarbha, like that. Different Janapada, Mahajanapada were there in that time. But later on, certain thoughts, they are called as Charvak concept or Charvaka school. According to that, this all world is materialistic. Whatever there is today, tomorrow don't think of that. Like that, some concepts were called, they don't believe in God. Then whatever the other Purushartha, according to Vedic religion, we have to follow 4 Purushartha. They are called as Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma means behave with religion. That proper rules we have to follow, and then only we have to behave like that. Artha, get money from very enjoy this world as you can. Moksha, get freed from that. Like that concepts are there in old days. But according to Charvak, first that dharma cut out, last moksha cut out. What will happen after death, who knows? Forget all. Only 2 purushartha. One, artha, get money from the good source and enjoy the world. This is called as Charvaka ideology. Later on, the rigid religion will that causes certain problems, and ultimately the society start degradation. The huge kingdoms, the Mahajanapada, cut out into smaller kingdoms. Local chieftains become dominant, and the empire state of India get considered destroyed, and ultimately smaller kingdoms were arise over there. Then other religions or sects in religion were developed, like Jainism and Buddhism. This is the period till 600th century BC. So we have described here from Paleolithic age, or even before that also we have discussed. From that we are starting our discussion. Then Mesolithic, Neolithic, Chalcolithic, and ultimately Mohenjo-daro Harappa culture. And then we have discussed some idea about Vedic literature. What are the things we are mentioning in notes very clearly, because each and every part of this Vedic society we are not able to describe here. But in a section of sociology, we are discussing all these ideologies of religion, that Vedic religion, Buddhist, Jain, Sikh, Muslim, Christian, these all religions we are discussing. You can observe that details over there. Here we are discussing with respect to history. And so we are now discussed till very ancient period, approximately 600 BC. Till that we have discussed. Now, it was some era of foreign invention. From Iran, the Persian, their name is actually Pars. In Greek, they are called as Persia, and in modern days it is called as Iran. But original name was Pars. This is surprise to know that they are making S and H problem. Many times they are pronouncing H instead of S, but in their own nation's name, S is pronounced as Son. So this Hakamani king or Achaemenid empire, they extended in India also till river Indus. This all territory was belong to Iran. So this is first foreign invention in written history. Now we have to think that this is foreign invention or not. The reason is that at that time culture was fused. The Persian culture and Indian culture was not much different in those days. Further, the ancient data is not available with us. For example, this king's name, Darius. This is the expressed in Greek language. Cyrus, another Achaemenid king, emperor, named as Cyrus. This is also in Greek language. In India at that time one king was there named Porus. This is also in Greek language. We can trace back Indian origin, that Porus, the original name must have Puru. Many sages, when Alexander invaded India, he met with various sages, for example, Dandamis. Now Dandamis is not Indian name, Calis. Most probably Dandamis means Dandakrushi, Calis means Kalarushi, like that must be present. So we can trace back Indian origin. So same way, these names, Darius, must be close to Dhairyesh, Sanskrit word. Cyrus, Suryesh, Sanskrit word, may be possible. But in written history it is given as the first Persian invader. They are from Achaemenid Empire side and they invaded India till river Indus. The use of Kharosthi script in India, that is because of this type of Persian invention in old days. This army, whatever the Persian army, they take back Indian army with them. And Indian soldiers were used to carry out attack in Mediterranean Sea. Particularly Graecia or Greece was invaded by Indian soldiers, not with their own will, because of the Iran. This Achaemenid empire, these Indian soldiers must have engaged in attack of Graecia. This is the part. Till that, we have to just match out the points in history. Details we are discussed in first, fourth lecture, that what is the reason that we are not considering Ramayana and Mahabharata as directly historical evidence, etc. But still, from henceforth, we are having definite ideas. The written history is available from this period. So we are trying to discuss now this written history from